with the roller, did some basic modalities for that. Now we're going to work the lower body on the roller, and we're going to look at how to stretch with the roller when you're lying down. Now, this is going to be mostly lower body. We do have some upper body stretches on the roller um, that we haven't explored, and I will do that in another Take a Break. So, first thing you want to do is put the roller beside you and lie all the way down. And you want to take it under your legs, come up into a bridge. It goes above the tailbone and below the lumbar. So you want to make sure your lumbar is free because that's your kind of bending joint, right? Scoot up a little bit. The other thing you want to make sure is that your body's separated. So you have hold your hips away from your rib cage. And your head is nice and long and it's not tilted in any direction. If you take your legs tabletop one at a time, you'll feel more stability than throwing it up because taking your legs up together, you pull through the back. You just kind of throw it up through the back. So you want to make it at the same time. Have your knees over the roller. You want to keep over the roller as much as possible in these modalities. So to stretch on the roller with your lower body, you're welcome to put your hands on the roller to stabilize. Just don't push into the floor with your upper body. So take one leg up and the other leg up. And a slight point is the better position. We rarely go into a flex here. We just do it for certain kind of counter poses. But for the stretch, we want to stay in a slight point, not a hard point. We're not kind of pull these muscles too hard. So I want to recommend letting one leg drift down. Now you might feel the roller move a little bit, so you're going to take the roller the other way or the leg the other way to counterbalance it. So immediately we start to feel how much more flexibility we have once we've given that back support. So you might say, wow, I've never had this before. One of the things that helps is letting yourself get lifted, get supported, and open up. So here we are, we're breathing into this nice opening, letting gravity pull. You're trying to keep your legs straight. And if you want to create more flexibility, you add a little bit of tension. So you make sure you do it with a breath. So it's a big inhale and exhale, and you bring it down. Bring that leg down. And big inhale and exhale, and bring that leg down. Trying to keep it straight. Big inhale and exhale, bring it down. Now, one of the tricks of this, massaging the groin muscle right here at the hip crease, affects the flexibility of the leg on the other side because of the movement or the wrapping into the hamstring through the pelvis to the other side. So if you massage that, you find you get a little bit more flexibility. So you can do 30-second holds here. You can do a number of things with this kind of stretch, like you can touch your toe down on the other side and get a nice groin stretch here. You could take it to the side, and I recommend using as many angles as possible, right? To do this, this is extremely safe. There's no jerking involved, so you really can focus on really safely pulling yourself down. I think for most people, once they're comfortable, they can do anything. But sometimes getting comfortable is a challenge, but it really isn't going to roll away. Okay, another option to do is to grab your toe and bring your leg down into a half happy baby pose. So you have your knee extending from your hip, your foot extending from your knee, and you're pulling down into a little flex here. Now, this is an opportunity where I really like to bend the other leg and let it drop away to get that nice adductor stretch and the groin right here. And again, you can hold. Now, one of the things you want to do when you're lying on the roller doing these kinds of openings is you want to keep your glutes pretty much, or your body pretty much planted on the roller. So extend that leg again so that you don't lose the anchor for your stretch. So like when you go out to this adductor stretch, you don't let yourself tip over. You just push out, take it as far as it'll go, and then hold. Now, the counter stretch is different. You put your hand on the roller, bring the hand across, and you get your spinal twist. Now, this is where a lot of people feel the roller rolling away. Don't feel like you can't put your legs down and adjust it. Of course you can. Bring it up So right here, I'll put my foot down, I'll adjust my roller and bring the other leg up. Now already from that teeny tiny stretch, the leg I stretched is about 2 inches longer than the leg that I didn't stretch. So let's try to get that happening. So again, we bring the legs apart evenly, right? We just let it drift, let it kind of gravity pull it down. Feels so amazing. You might want to take your toe to the floor, not a full bend, but the toe to the floor to get that stretch. And now we'll go into the more aggressive stretching. Big inhale and exhale lower, big inhale and exhale lower, and big inhale and exhale lower. And again, you have the option to massage that groin hip crease and getting a little bit more stretch, a little bit more flexibility. Of course, this leg is a little bit more stubborn than the other leg, but we don't care. We're going to keep working it. All right, so let's grab that toe and create that half baby pose, the foot over the knee coming from the hip. Bring it down beside your waist, maybe dropping the other foot and letting it drop out to the side. Yeah, that feels amazing. Today I'm doing this first thing in the morning, but it's amazing to do after work when you've been sitting or you've been on a plane or in a car. Any way that your lumbar gets tight or your legs get tight, extend the bottom leg, extend the top leg, take it out as far as you can go to the side without lifting off the roller on the other side. And then slip the hand onto the roller. We bring the arm across. Again, you might feel a little bit of movement in the roller. It's okay. It's okay. Go over onto your hip. And then let's bring it back to center. I have all kinds of roller stretches that I do. An incredible inventory, and I can't teach them all in a 5-minute break. So just know that experimenting, as long as you stay aligned, right, you can probably do a really great job. Like I've done a lot of pointing and flexing, turning out, rotating to one side. My legs are the same length all of a sudden. But my favorite thing to end with is called helicopter. So you take the legs out right as far as you can. Let gravity pull them. Make sure your legs stay over the roller, and then you swing till your one leg is in front of your face and the other leg is the other way, and then swing. So it's half circles, and getting kind of lively with it allows you to feel a lot of energy and a lot of opening. Good. 8 more. 8. And you're breathing, of course. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I don't stop them. I let them kind of stop on their own. Then before I bring them to a close, I soften the knees because that puts weight in the thighs. And then when I bring them together, it helps pull the hips. So you bring them in. Let's do 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Take one leg to tabletop, another leg to tabletop. You're staying over the roller. One foot to the floor, the other foot to the floor. Good job. Lift up. You move the roller out. Now it's really important that you lower your body down vertebrae by vertebrae, letting everything melt into the mat. Your body will feel very different after you've done this. I like putting my legs into a reclined butterfly right now because it opens everything up. Take a nice deep breath up and down the back. Once you're off the roller, you want to feel the sensations that the roller has provided for your spine and your body. Bring that leg around, bring that arm around, come on up. For other ideas about using the roller, I have other take breaks with the roller. And then, of course, I teach a roller class on Sunday, which is always here on YouTube. Just look under roller Pilates, and you'll find all kinds of workouts. All right. Thank you for coming to take a break.